Plan on the economy. The Congressional Black Caucus has been calling for some kind of immediate help for months and is now traveling the country looking for ways to get jobs to minority communities. Today's event taking place in Detroit, and we're joined now by the chair of the Congressional Black Caucus, Emanuel Cleaver. Congressman, thanks so much. What do you think about the president now saying he will have something to offer in September? Is it a little bit late to be coming to the table?
Well, what I think is that it's going to be difficult to get anything through Congress, as I think most people in the country realize. I'm glad the president's going to present his jobs plan. The reality is that based on past history, we can't assume that Congress is going to do anything with it. Members of the Congressional Black Caucus have introduced more than 40 bills related to job creation, and not one has been even called up for a hearing. So I've got to express appreciation to the president for his move. I don't know how realistic it is.
At this stage, do you think that anything can be done? What are you finding in talking to people in Detroit? Are you finding jobs are out there as you travel the country? There are jobs that are just not getting to the people?
Well, in Cleveland, last Monday, we had 7,000 people who started standing in line at 4 a.m. in the morning for 2,200 jobs. Here at Cleveland State Community College, we had people lined up early before dawn this morning. We have hundreds down here on the floor putting in applications with about 78 employers who are hiring. This is not a fair where people listen to an employer talk about how great the company is. People are actually getting jobs. We have hundreds of people still outside standing in the heat, hoping for a chance to come in. This is bold testimony to the pain that's taking place in the United States, not just with African Americans, but for sure African Americans are hurt, but with vulnerable populations all over this nation. And we owe it to the citizens of this country to do something in Washington. And I'm hoping that the emphasis that is now being placed on jobs, it should have started, frankly, two years ago, maybe 3 years ago, but the emphasis now will push the House and the Senate to act, and I'm sure that the president will sign any meaningful piece of jobs legislation that comes to his desk.
And it's really pretty dramatic looking at that crowd behind you. You're in Detroit at a community college. As you pointed out, there are hundreds of people lined up outside in the heat. The official black unemployment rate for the last month was 15.9%, and that does not even count all the millions of people who have actually given up looking, who have been long-term unemployed.
That's
also.
right.
So, do you find real hope there where you are?
Oh, absolutely. We have employers from Home Depot to General Electric, which, frankly, we're glad to have here because they're offering a lot of jobs, all kinds of jobs. The people you see behind me are not just people who can perform entry-level jobs. We have people with master's degrees and PhDs. We even had a local elected official to show up today unemployed because the company for whom she worked closed. So we have a situation in this country that is dire, and something has to be done, and we can do it. This is not a poor third world nation, although we're acting like it. We can create jobs. Some kind of a highway bill is absolutely critical. We could put in TANF, temporary assistance for needy families, which would provide some employment for 18 months. In the private sector, it's a program that Republicans celebrate. Haley Barbour, the governor of Mississippi, praises TANF. We can do this if we only decide that we're going to put politics aside and put the people first.
Congressman Cleaver, thanks so much for being there. Thank you for reporting back from Detroit, and good luck on the rest of your trip. We'll be talking to you. It's clearly the issue, jobs. And for a list of where job fairs